So guys, I want to talk to you about the woman question. So throughout history, the only thing that's been recognized really as a legitimate relationship between man and woman is marriage. And anything outside of that qualifies as courting. That's what it is. We're playing ourselves now, but the reality of the matter hasn't changed. So there's no such thing as girlfriend, boyfriend, like really. The expectations of that, the standards that people think that one another have to meet with that arrangement are totally subjective. Nobody really knows what it is, but people experience heartbreak over it because they have these expectations. And it's all a bunch of nonsense. You should know within a pretty short amount of time if you're interested in marrying a person. And if not, you're just in like an indefinite cycle of fornication, and you're devaluing. And you're really spinning your wheels, burning time aimlessly, and God forbid, having children out of wedlock, right? So we see how that's going. But a lot of people don't think it's realistic to commit to marriage. And they want to kind of play both sides, where you're getting your rocks off, but you're also not putting yourself at risk in the way that people do when they commit to a marriage, because we've seen so many people get burned. But you can't play both sides. If you're not married and you're sleeping around, you're committing fornication. And what it says in the Quran is that the chaste is for the chaste and the adulterer is for the adulteress, right? And vice versa. So these guys that want to marry a woman with zero body count, like I did, they want to have it both ways, where they're playing the field, and they've gotten their experience or whatever, and they get that girl. But by God, you're disqualifying yourself if you're trying to go about it that way. You're working against your own interest by doing that, because there's no workaround. You have to, basically, the burden that comes along with that, you have to have restraint to the level of being able to permanently walk away from the table and accept permanent, indefinite celibacy, basically. And your pursuit of marriage becomes a test of faith. And passing it is worth it, because the peace of mind that you get from being in a good marriage arrangement is just invaluable. And if you're a part of the system of adultery or whatever that a lot of people are, like in America, you're just compounding trauma and wasting time. And in the case of a female, like, you're really devaluing over time, to the point where it's like, you're a car with a million previous owners and a salvage title. So we need to wise up to this and really just start practicing saying no, right? Abstinence is a skill, and it's worth it, because you could earn a really good woman by practicing it. So yeah, that's the moral of the story. Practice chastity, focus on either marriage or nothing. Live your life as a single, celibate person, or get married. But don't do the workaround. It's stupid. And no, this isn't a naive way of thinking, right? And it's not outdated. It's what it is. This second or third option isn't working. Literally, marriage or nothing. It will help every relationship that you have in your life with the opposite gender, because the expectations become very clear. If you're not married, you're not committed. You don't have any obligations. So if it's not family and it's not business, it ain't nothing. How can you have heartbreak for somebody you're not married to? It's crazy.